welcome to Kona Cafe at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, a staple of the hotel. Not original, but a staple. But something that does date back to the opening of this hotel is the ubiquitous, the famous, the beloved Tonga Toast offering, which in fact dates back to the Coral Isle Cafe. It was so popular that it carried over when this became Kona, was in the 90s, I want to say 1990s is when that happened. And what's funny is 4 days ago, the Disney Eats Instagram account, so I'm looking at my phone, the Disney Eats Instagram account talked about that history. But Chef Lorraine, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, it's spelled differently than I would spell Lorraine. What's funny is then a friend came here, a couple friends came here and they dined here and they had the Tonga Toast and they were very upset because it has been changed. Not necessarily the recipe, but apparently the consistency. They had some complaints about the exterior being too hard, and so they've worked to change that. And so we're going to see how that is. And the server has in fact confirmed that has happened. We'll see. Rosanna is here. I'll show her in a moment. She's going to get the vegan version, which we don't think is actually different, but so I'm going to have the regular, she's going to have the vegan. We'll compare, contrast, and see how we feel. Disclaimer up front, it's never been my favorite thing. It's never been my thing here. Jason, co-owner of our company, lives and dies by the Tonga Toast. He raves about it. But he also has said, like, when it was Coral Isle back in the day, when he was a kid, he liked it more. But he still likes it now, at least prior to this update. But let's assess the damage, kids. So Rosanna is Mike. Rosanna, you could just start digging, and I'm going to start digging into mine also. So they look a little different from each other, the plant-based and the... You got to clip it on. Yeah, that's fine. The plant-based and the regular look different from each other, but I don't know. That might just be us overthinking it based on the circumstances here. I'm going to cut into it. I may not hit the filling. It's certainly less crunchy.
You think?
For sure. Oh, I remember like this thing exploding, like just being covered in cinnamon dust. It's tough, but it's not crunchy.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's doughy. I mean, that tastes more like traditional French toast to me. I did not hit the filling. The journey to the center of the Tonga Toast is not yet complete. How's yours going?
I think I like this better because I can taste the sourdough more.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
It's so tangy. And like, yeah, the inside's a little bit molten and like gooey compared to the old version. Like the old version was like the thick crust and then everything else was bread. This is like gooey banana bread.
Yeah.
But sourdough banana bread.
That's a very nice shirt you have from carouselproducts.com. I counted down to extinction. But that's not why we're here today. Let's use the cheap plug. Do you like, I've hit the middle finally.
Yeah, I had to dig some out of the middle, but you want to turn it back to you?
I don't know that I ever realized this was sourdough.
Yeah.
I've only had it like 3 times in my life.
Yeah, but like, I guess for the plant-based one, it never really tasted like sourdough, in my opinion.
Sourdough is through the whole thing. I can understand if you love this item and have loved it as it existed, you're going to be upset. Mm-hmm. But see, that's the problem is I've had it a handful of times, and I was always fine. I was never blown away. It's still not my favorite thing. People are probably going to say we're probably supposed to put the compote on or something, or the syrup, but... See,
that's kind of the thing. I always put the strawberry all over it.
Yeah.
This is perfection without it.
So usually you put that strawberry all over and you
I do, yeah, or I dip it, but I think that this is so good even without it. And I've always loved the Tonga Toast, but I think it's even better.
I mean, I will say I don't want the thing to crunch and get cinnamon sugar all over me, so I understand that.
Do you want to show the inside?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, turn it.
Like you could see how doughy and melty it is in there.
Yeah.
But when I make banana bread, I make it kind of like that.
Yeah, I get it.
You want to try yours with the strawberry?
I guess so. I'm not a big strawberry compote guy. Oh, we're having fun with the camera today, kids. It just already feels like a truly ridiculous item, so adding like a compote on top
I know,
of it,
that's what I'm saying. But I get, because like
compote's very nice.
mine would come out pretty dry, so it would need like the extra moisture. This not dry.
I think it works better with the compote though. I like it's very soft inside. Very soft. People are gonna hate me for this. They hate me for everything, but I think it's better. I think it's better. People, again, if you fall in love with this for 20, 30 years, you're not going to agree with me. And I want to acknowledge that I respect that and understand it. And I'm not going to argue with you because I get it. You love something, and it's changed. Even if more people other than you will like it, obviously you're going to be upset. And I can think of, probably if I really sit and think for a moment, I can think of 20 or 30 items at Disney World that's been done with. And I'm like, I don't get it anymore, but I understand I think people are happy about it.
Well, we were told by, do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Kelly and Erin, they went, and they're the ones that told us that we changed. They had no idea. They were pretty much split 50-50 as a family on did they like the change or not. So I think that if you're going in with the expectations of the one that you've always eaten, you probably will be disappointed. But I wonder if Jason will like it again, since you said Jason.
I was hoping we can get Jason here today, but it didn't work out. We're also we're kind of on our way to Tampa Bay Comic Con, which we have a booth and everything. And so this is just a quick stop on our road trip, essentially. So that's I think the thought is I like that it's doughier. The taste profile for me is different, but I don't have this super often. Like you said, the flavor profile, that sourdough really comes through. I like it, but I think the traditionalists like Aaron are going to be super upset, and I totally get it, and I'm not. I understand your point of view, and neither of us is right. Neither of us is correct, neither your review nor mine. It's really going to come down to personal preference, but I don't think they ruined it. In a history of Disney World items that have been ruined, which there are a lot, this is not one of those occasions, at least in my view. I'm going to go finish this Tonga Toast stuff. Thanks for watching us eat Tonga Toast for 10 minutes. Some quick additional thoughts. I tried Rosanna's vegan offering. I thought hers was better. It's very doughy, which I kind of prefer. Real doughy on the inside. And you kind of miss where bread ends and filling begins. And I like that. So some other thoughts about Kona. That spiced ham, or what would Spam, that they put in the musubi out there and they use here. It's very good. I love it. And then also we didn't eat our full Tonga Toast. We're taking them home. So we then split a plant-based Loco Moco with a little bit of Tabasco. That is to die for. I love that. It's really, really good. Recommendation. But macadamia nut pancakes, the breakfast platter, both phenomenal. This is a hell of a breakfast spot. It always has been, even without the Tonga Toast. So just shout out to Kona. But yeah, mine's totally different from yours. Mine's way more bread, and that's what Aaron said. So I think
it was like cake.
I get that. I think it's more bread than cake, but I understand his point. So I guess I have to give a ranking. I'm gonna give a 6 on the regular, 7 on the plant-based. I love the plant-based, and plant-based Loco Moco is a 6 also. I like that too. But there you have it. So let me know in the comments how much you hate me, since I am putting a stamp of approval on new Tonga Toast.